Inner Harbor. We're live from M&T Bank Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Ladies and gentlemen, here
on the Browns sideline, you get a look at head coach Kevin Stefanski. His side not able to get it done in their home opener, hoping for some better luck on the road here. Facing off with him, that is head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His guys were winners in Week 1, and you know they'd love to begin the year with back-to-back victories. Up here in the booth, alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. Punter Jordan Stout set to get us started. And away we go from a rainy Inner Harbor. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You know, Kate, his NFL career didn't get off to the ideal start through the draft process and obviously falling to the 5th round. But seeing him in person a couple times in Colorado, I'll tell you this, he is tough and he is accurate. And those are two attributes that every NFL team wants in their quarterback.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets forward to around the 29. Alexander with the stop.
a 3-yard pickup.
3rd and short here, Sanders. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. We got the football block, but not the first. That stop just shy of the marker, 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Lamar's going to keep this one. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Big Mason Graham engulfing that play. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Lamar now from the gun. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. You need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Trying again, following the sack. That throw behind his intended target. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. With a gun, here's Sanders. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession.
Recovery by the offense.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They're set up at the 35 now.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Jackson now on 3rd. Finds the in route, complete. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming
From the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And this is intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And Brock, when you're discussing their punter, is one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, Baltimore material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Fires right away, but incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offenses look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
48-yard attempt.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
I know. Sometimes we take kickers for granted, but I'll tell you what, you can't hit that any better. Never even flirted with an upright. That was right down the middle.
Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Henry on 2nd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have the key on the run.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Throw on 3rd down. Caught inbounds downfield. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
At the gun, Henry. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. They go play fake with Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Loss of 2.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. It's Henry on the counter. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. In there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
He'll set up the screen for Henry. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
18. That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Plowing up the middle. He loses the football. And the Browns pick it up. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble. Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This is Ford on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate. That offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, well, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Complete to Mark Andrews. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Another run for Henry. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's running for it. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They are lining up to go for this. And he can't do it himself. They're on him short of the line to gain, and the defense forces the turnover on downs.
Hey, 4th down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff running. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Ravens make the recovery.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for them. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. It's an option right that begins this drive. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Play fake, Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the turnover into a lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point? Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Stout all set to send this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Jack, just kind of want to...
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
7 yards.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Play action, Sanders. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force a throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
He takes this in on his side of the field. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Second and 3. Steps up, and he's running with it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Baltimore, 1st down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson keeping it himself. And a nice stop here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Trying down the middle of Henry. Only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
For the field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a first down. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Lamar. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Browns 3.
Stout all set to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Sanders setting the pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
At the 29.
Here's 2nd and 5. It's caught right side by Johnson. And now the small gain up to about the 32. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to run for it. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First down, Browns.
From the gun, it's Ford. Escapes a defender. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns.
On first down, here's Sanders. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Going again here, Sanders. On the slant, complete to Judy. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Number 3, Jerry Judy. A gain of 12.
Sanders going to throw here on first. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Sanders going to look to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Throw left side, complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. To the air on first down. Sanders. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. Escapes the... It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens. There he goes on the right side. Hits the 20. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens get more points to end a lopsided first half. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, they took advantage.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
He'll throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. before that return amounts to much. They bring him down. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Forward, straight ahead. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up
Sanders now on 3rd down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
With some textbook work covering that punt, it is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st down, here's Lamar. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
taken down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson trying to sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. King Henry. Blast through midfield. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Connecting on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's Henry on the option. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Going with King Henry here. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
And And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We'll get a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They give up the middle to Ford. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 19-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Ford. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
With a gun, here's Sanders. Throw is caught by the back. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
But it brings up
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First and 10, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They run. Here's Henry. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass, here's second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. Play number 9 of the drive, it's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's to Andrews out right. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return starts at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Here's 2nd and 11. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and
Lamar
7.
back to throw. The left side caught by Andrews. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that grows the lead to 7.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Throw right side, caught by Fannin. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards.
On the carry, it's Ford. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one is complete to Fannin. And he's tackled for no gain. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 18-yard.
This is Ford. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Jordan Ford, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Desperation time here on 4th. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Running once more with Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
This is Henry on 2nd. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens moments away from a 2-0 start. Jackson on 3rd and 1. The disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. It was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. The Browns getting their offense out there. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Now Ford. Jukes one defender. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Now the first carry for Kunshan Judkins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
First down, Browns.
Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 42. It's his running back. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down. Here's a give to Ford. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. One final shot here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. Here he goes, one final shot. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.